So we've just arrived in Monaco thanks to my amazing driving.
Don't give yourself too much credit. If you want actual real facts and proof and not propaganda,
My driving was good.
Come and watch Chris and my videos.
I did miss 2 turn-ins, but before that my driving was good, to be fair.
It was okay.
So yeah, I'm hungry now. I fancy something to eat. Even though I know in Monaco it'll probably cost about £20 for a bag of chips. So yeah, we're going to try and see if they've got any maybe leftovers. We're going to chuck out any out-of-date food, stuff like
that. That one.
Yeah, so we're just going to have a walk around. And yeah, we're also going to...
All right. It comes out with some apps.
Going to have a look. What?
It'll have people.
So yeah, here's a famous harbour in Monaco where all the rich and famous have their yachts. Guys, if you thought that yacht was big, oh my god. That is the biggest boat I've ever seen in my entire life. I don't even know how many millions this would cost. That would cost tens of millions. That is the biggest boat I've ever seen. Wow. And look at this one here as well. These yachts are crazy. Do you know what? Maybe one day if I'm successful in my YouTube career, might be able to buy one of these one day. Yeah, so in Monaco they have this little robot here that just sits by the harbours collecting rubbish. How cool is that? Yeah, unfortunately I don't have a spare 2 mil in the bank to get this Bugatti Veyron. That is crazy. I've never seen a Bugatti Veyron in person. Wow. Yeah, Monaco's full of some really rich people here. Look at that Lamborghini. It's a nice Lamborghini, but it's a shame that it's got bird poo all over it. Guys, here's a famous hairpin turn in Monaco. Do you know what blows my mind? The fact that this is a public road, but when the Formula 1's on, racing drivers driving here. All the F1 drivers. That's crazy. Guys, we're going up the orange escalators. I don't know what these orange escalators mean or where they go, but we're going to see what happens. Oh my god, these escalators go to the sky or something. Look how high up these escalators go. Jesus. Guys, it's 6:30. Second night of sleeping in the taxi. Oh, what have I got myself into? As you can see, this was yesterday's accommodation. Even though I'd have much rather stayed in a hostel or a hotel, and part of me just wanted to sneak out in the middle of the night, stay in like a hotel or whatever, and then wake up early, get back in the taxi, and these guys wouldn't have known, but I'd have felt bad for that. But at the same time, I suppose there's nothing really more satisfying than sleeping on the beach, waking up early, and then just having a morning stroll to look at this view. So, do you know what? It ain't too bad. I can't moan and complain too much, can I? Because this is gorgeous. Yeah, I don't think you'll be able to fully appreciate on camera how beautiful this view looks. So you can see the mountains of Italy here, and then right below you can see the snowy mountains of Italy as well. Like, it just looks like loads of shadows. Really, it's just loads of mountains. Oh god, it is cold. Oh, it's freezing. But at least now it's only going to get warmer and warmer the closer we get to Africa. So even though I'm freezing my absolute tits off at the minute, it's only going to get warmer and warmer. So better days to come, better sleep. And yeah, hopefully tonight when we sleep in the taxi, it will be a little bit warmer. Got a sign here. Escape Laporte for tsunami. Scott's just giving good old Betty a bit of a top up of steering fluid oil. And then yeah, go underneath there and just tighten that bolt so we're not going to break down anytime soon. Yes, unfortunately the taxi's dripping quite a bit of steering fluid oil. So me and Scott were just walking up to the local Halfords equivalent of Just trying to see if we can get, ideally, a spanner that actually fits. If not, we'll get some heat-proof silicone. You know, it's not the ideal morning that we wanted, but we progress, we move on, we'll fix it, we'll get to Africa. Whether the taxi makes it one piece or not, we will all get to Africa, and that's a fact. There we go, got some spanners here. But yeah, they're a bit spenny, but then again, we're in South France. What is this? What sort of horse's hair? Smells like it too. Don't know what that is. Yes, we managed to get an adjustable spanner. Fingers crossed that will do the work. We couldn't find heat-proof silicone, but fingers crossed, the spanner's all we need. Do you know what? Scott said earlier, and I think it's right what he's saying, it's almost like France's curse, because first time the taxi broke down was in France. That was in the north of France. Then obviously we travelled around, went through Amsterdam, Switzerland, Germany, come back round, now in the south of France, and now the taxi's been leaking more fluid. So what we're going to do is going to get the spanner, tighten up the bolt, get out of France as fast as we possibly can. Fingers crossed this works. Come on, please. I pray to God, let this spanner fix the taxi permanently.
No, for fuck's sake. It's not right on film, mate. It's not right on film. Thank you. Jesus. Wow. Time the place. Yeah, that was.
So just had to pull over because steering fluid is leaking everywhere. So what Scott's done, got out, put the bonnet open, put as much steering fluid as we can, and look, we've only got 7 minutes now to get to Halfords, French Halfords, before steering goes again.
That's why.
5 minutes till we get there.
Ryan,
Come on, Betty.
We don't need commentary, mate.
Come on.
We don't need commentary, mate. We don't need commentary.
We can make it. Yeah, it's not looking good, mate, is it?
I don't have no under that.
So we've got 4 hours and 20 minutes till we get to Barcelona. The cab so far, since that lovely French guy's fixed it, has been fine. We've had no issues. So fingers crossed we get to Barcelona okay. Let's hope and pray. So we've just pulled over, just so we can all go for a wee, and also just to check the fluid level in taxi. Unfortunately, there is a lot of fluid loss. A lot of steering fluid loss has occurred. Fingers crossed we don't get any more. What we're going to do is going to keep topping it up. Just keep topping it up, and just hope for the best. I just really pray that it doesn't get as bad as it did before, to mean that the steering will completely go. So, wish us the best. So we've just pulled over because we've noticed there are loads of drips. We've put some of the silicone seal on. So fingers crossed this gets us to Barcelona. So yeah, what we're going to do is we're going to go to Barcelona. We're going to see if we could potentially go to Benidorm after, but it depends how the taxi is, because it keeps leaking and leaking and leaking. But like I said, we put the sealant on it now, so fingers crossed it should work. Will our journey end in Barcelona? Who knows? Hopefully not. Hopefully we can get to Morocco, but at the end of the day, if the taxi breaks down, we can't be broken down on a random road or in the middle of a busy motorway. So we've got to do what's the safest. Guys, I just started the taxi and it's dripping again. This isn't good. We've put loads of silicone on it. It's still dripping. What we're going to do? The problem is, if we keep driving, it's just going to keep leaking and leaking and leaking. And it's fine as stopping and topping it up, but we don't want it to get worse. Isn't what we wanted. Oh no. We've just put more tape on it and I think it's game over. It's leaking like crazy. So yeah, I think this might be it. Yeah, we're going to try and get to Barcelona. Fingers crossed we make it. But yeah, I think that might be, unfortunately, the final destination for the taxi. It is a sad day, I can't lie, because we wanted to get to Africa, but at the end of the day, we tried our best, didn't we? So yeah, the taxi's unrepairable. We haven't got the funding to fix the taxi. So we've had to leave the taxi in a undisclosed location. We had no choice. We couldn't bring it back home, unfortunately. Like I said, it would cost too much to fix. It is a bit of an emotional time at the minute because we wanted to make it to Morocco. We didn't. We did try our best. Hats off to Scott. Hats off to Chris. They've worked so hard for this trip. They really have. I wouldn't have been able to do it without them both. So thank you, Chris. Thank you, Scott. So yeah, Chris Ross Pike and Scott does stuff. Give them a follow on YouTube. They're great guys. You'll also see their parts of the video because we're all posting 3 individual videos. So you'll be able to see my perspective, Chris's perspective, and Scott's perspective. And as creators, we've all got a different style of filming and editing as well. So it'd be interesting to watch a different variety of videos from all 3 of us. You know, this isn't the end of the road. We've got a lot more planned. One of the next things we've got planned is a motorhome series. So not many people know, and I do need to introduce it officially. But long story short, I did sell my house to buy a motorhome to live in full time. So then I can then travel around and just explore and just be free, really. Because to me, the most important thing is best mental health and just being free, being close to nature. So that's why for me, living in a motorhome is perfect for me. So yeah, I'm looking to do motorhome series. So one of them will be introducing the motorhome, explaining a bit about myself, and then yeah, then I'll be travelling around, and then there'll be some points where me, Scott, and Chris will be travelling around. Yeah, so there'll be parts of that. So yeah, I'm looking forward to that. So that'll be what the next series will be. So it's exciting times ahead. At the minute, you're probably wondering where I am. We're in an airport in Spain because we're on a budget. So what we're doing, we're trying to get cost as low as possible. So yeah, we're sleeping in the airport tonight. It's not too bad. It's quiet. There's no one around. It's only a little airport, so it should be absolutely fine. So we're sleeping here tonight. Wake up in the morning and then catching the plane. It's about 12:30. I think the flight is. Yeah, we catch the flight at 12:30 and then flying back home. So guys, really appreciate all your support throughout this. Like I said, we went live on TikTok multiple times. We've created a following from TikTok Live. Myself, I've gained just over 1,000 followers just from TikTok Live. So I appreciate all you guys. And it was just so nice because the reason for us doing this was to look to grow our YouTube platforms, and we thought at the same time, if we're going to do that, we don't want to be selfish, we want to help our community, and that's why we picked the Hope for Harley, so we can support him with it. And I'm so proud of us because we've raised so much awareness, raised so much money, Hope for Harley, and yeah, so you know, we didn't make it to Casablanca in Morocco, but I don't see it as a failure. I don't see it like we failed at all. So guys, thanks for following everything that we do, and I'd appreciate if you like, follow and subscribe. See you on the next one, guys. So I'm finally defrosting now after having slept in the airport. So I'm tired. 2 nights sleeping in a taxi. 1 night staying at the airport. And do you know what? I was actually thinking about getting a hotel. I thought, do you know what? These boys want to stay in the airport, it's fine. I'll get a cheeky hotel. But I thought, I can't do it. I can't just ditch the boys to stay in a hotel.
You could have done.
I wouldn't have heard the last of it. I thought, I'm not going to do it. So I'm just waiting for the flight. Flight's 12:30. I can't wait to get my own bed. I'm tired. Yeah. Considering we've been living off breakfast bars for the past 6-7 days, I think we do deserve a Burger King. My Burger King's closed, so that's not on the menu. And I'm not prepared to eat any more breakfast bars, so we're gonna have a quick look around here to see what else is here. I'm absolutely shattered, I am. Absolutely shattered. This looks like they're playing with Beyond soon. Wow, it looks gorgeous. So I found a burger place, at least you can get a burger from here. It's not Burger King, but it will do. Got a good old smash burger here, let's have a look. Let's see what we're working with here. Where's the burgers? Where's the grill? Let's have a look. There's no burgers?
There's burger, I'm one. Get a burger and a beer.
This looks like the plane about to get on. About to leave sunny Spain.